support Sefodenge for the GI. Good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon.
And Sefa gets another Victor Tutu Rogers, we na one of the outreach officer them na the outreach department na the legal aid board. We therefore can talk about one report where them police be them, we then go get to the Ministry of Youth Affairs, but young people them na the country. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon, good day to the public.
Well, the program is still listening to Namide Show, where they come to live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, we go take the first issue inside the program. As they continue for raise them concern, but in them way they need na the blind school, the headmaster of the Miltimagai School for the Blind, Sally Tsuge, say the school na Wilkinson Road no gets better environment for let the picking them play and all that in them, and the teacher them na the school is say no they receive salary. They talk this way the Leonians organization go give them 10 bag rice, 10 gallon oil, yabas and all that in them for it. Substitute Kalombe the part of this and gonna reports.
Voice of Picking Them na the Miltimagai School for the Blind na Wilkinson Road. Be they do a welcome song for the Leonians member we go give them support. After this song, one member na the Leonians, Francis M. Kamara, may start for explain what the Leonians organization.
The Leonians are young people where they live at that pathway. Normally they can get their annual events they can organize. Sometimes they can just put resources together, say more can sit down to get fun. During the course of their meeting and they can realize say they need for pay back to home. And they ask of me for can at this school for can talk to now about some basic needs assessment where they are around. Akaya have been privileged for meet with the deputy head. And we get quite a very good and fruitful discussion, and he tell me say one of the primary needs we didn't get at this point in time now feeding.
Francis M. Kamara, when a member of the Leonians, continue for talk for Seka in order comping them. Also, he talk about the team them, we then go get to the Miltimagai School for the Blind.
To do some donation on behalf of friends in the United States of America, they are called Leonians. All of you say Leonians. Leonians! They have decided to donate 20 bags of rice to the school. That's not all. Listen. Also 25 gallons of palm oil. Listen. We have 25 gallons of cooking oil, 5 bags of onions, Maggi, and 2 bags of salt. This is what we have for you. They've asked me to convey their warm greetings to you. They appreciated so much the work the school is doing, and they will continue to do donations in the future to this school.
Francis M. Kamara, member of the Leonians, be carry on for say them as member of the Leonians get the Miltimagai School for the Blind at Art. As the end say, then go continue for giving support to the picking them na the blind school. For thank you for this support we they receive. Na this some picking them na the Miltimagai School for the Blind we say.
On behalf of the headmaster, staff and pupils of the Miltimagai School for the Blind, we want to express our sincere thanks to the Leonians of the United States of America. We pray that God will add more blessings on you. God will protect all of you, your families, and the rest of your team. God bless you once more. A big thanks to you.
Thank you for making it possible for all of us to be here today, and that our friends from the United States have sent for us this very great donation. So Father, we pray that you will guide and protect them. You may fill their causes and wherever these monies have come from in order to make us to become educated, because this supports here, oh Father, are what we need on campus for us.
After all this, the headmaster for the Miltimagai School for the Blind, Sally Ture, beget concern them but start for talk about the Miltimagai School and the kind service where they give.
The School for the Blind, as I can always say, is a school where they provide quality education for blind and visually impaired children. And now a completely government school. Of course, government, they support the school through quarterly subventions. And we're very grateful for that since the inception of the school in 1956. Government, they support the school.
The headmaster for the Miltimagai School for the Blind continue. Also, is concerned them we don't affect the school.
Because the support them way government can give actually can come very late. We depend on kind individuals, organizations, institutions for really come to aid for able to run this institution. And we get for feed them picking here 3 times a day. We get for send the secondary school picking them now, the various secondary school. We get for also to run running of the institution.
It continue also is say the other challenge we then get na recruitment of teacher, as he say the teacher them within at the Miltimagai School for the Blind not they receive salary. And say the pikin and the strain for move around the compound because it say the compound not in a conducive and safe environment for let the pikin and play and do other thing them.
When we get teachers then at the school, we don't teach for a long period of time. Up till now, we not get those teachers recruited yet, because you can imagine, you get your teacher in your classroom, they teach, they do so well, but you not get the power for recruit that particular teacher, therefore bring her into the voucher. And most of these teachers now are visually impaired teachers. We need sometimes the picking them can play, but we not get particular things them for play with for putting another playing ground there so that the picking them go able to play. We also get difficulties in the repairs. These not blind picking them. We want to make the environment very conducive for them, very friendly, so that any side them pass, they're not going able to jam themselves and hurt themselves along the line. So we always face challenges in the maintenance, in the repairs of the structures in the school.
Salute to it, the headmaster at the Miltimagai School for the Blind, we end up calling government, art organization and individual them for give support to the Miltimagai School for the Blind at Wilkinson Road. We go make the pikin them live better life. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Saptiu Kalonde reports.
The program is still a listen to a midday show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Where like as I've been just introduced, I get with me Victor Janju Brown, where na the band leader for the Samira Gospel Band, where they are for can talk about the launch where they get for do of this band Sunday. Mr. Brown, the Samira Church and some members them na the church, they launch this them gospel band. So really waiting this band really they all about.
Thank you very much, Princess. This band really for just add extra flavor to the to the worship at the church, and all along we've been get that way young type worship where we've been doing when I've been just organ and singing just that, but we find out we need to do more. So because of that, we say okay, let's try to get some more instruments like drums, guitar, all of those things, so that we were able to get people they be more revived as we go along. So that the reason that make we look and say we need to forget the gospel band. Okay,
so when on a plan for launch this band?
The launching will be this Sunday. We come on the 31st of March. It will be this Sunday at Samaria Church at 9:30.
So like other than the way from part of this group for letting them bring this kind of initiative than the church.
Well, a big question, but I will put them in this way, because I go say now we the Samaritans now we form part of the group for let we get this this kind initiative. But over and above that, I go want to make particular reference to Victor Ojukuto Macaulay. In fact, make even call on the brain behind this whole thing, because we've been on the start, we don't try for so we can get one or two instruments, but you look and see the process slow. So what you do all of a sudden, just do a proposal to the church, take on to leaders meeting, say we need to get a gospel band, and then at the end of the day, leaders meeting approve, say yes, not true, and all that. So make you always call on the brain, because anything you do, you don't forget somebody where they motivate you for doing. So I can look at like saying that somebody will really inspire all for come on board, so that we'll forget this gospel band. They like it today, we look and see na reality.
Okay, so during this launch of this band, una for do Sunday, una get any fundraising like una do like una for raise money and give support to the church in some certain way, or even serve the picking them?
All money where we get now for the church. We right now we get projects na Donda Street, 62 Donda Street. They're close to completion. You find out say extra money than we get from the church, they go towards that project today. And when we done there, we're not get for stop there, we get another project where we get for undertake. But not small. So all money where we get out to the church, we will try for see if we can buy more instruments, then the balance money into the church. Now get for go to. But that's what they do.
Okay, so like what are the people who are the target in all of this?
We target everybody. Inside God in work, they pick somebody, they left somebody out. Everybody with the targets. I think that way they will put them.
Okay, well, that's now the band leader for the Samaria Gospel Band, Victor Janju Brown. They are so for can talk about this band we then get for launch Sunday, now the Samaria Church. And also with me, I get Victor Tutu Rogers, we now one of the officer them na the outreach department and the legal aid board. A day for can talk about one report we then first data we report we then pull we then go give the Minister of Youth Affairs, but click business at the western urban and rural area them would have then on the put hand pad is a set of people them where they have can talk about this report. Good afternoon once more.
Thank you very much.
First you go like for Terry this data we wanna put together, I wanna come about for put this kind of data together.
A very good question. How comes about the data issue? Now due to the lawlessness and violence will take place before and during the election, we not be give peace to communities there at all. And these particular actions that will be they go on be an ugly actions for which we find out say some politicians they hand did it. We get so many stakeholders in society they hand did it, because when somebody bad na your community, if only you not get nobody will go support her in case they lay hand on her, it go stop. But when they have up say at the end of the day they hold me, somebody they talk for me, they're not afraid to talk for anything. So with that, upon that regards, we found out say there were so many kind of stabbing, fighting, snatching of phones and other properties from people, getting into the houses of people unlawfully and take the property there away. And we see the confrontation between even the security agencies there and the clique boys there will be the pass, where they're not be afraid, no uniform again. Then everyone know if law they were lawless. So we look at it say the legal board they upon a mandate and for give legal education to the public. They give legal representation when you are in conflict or in contact with the law. They give legal assistance to the communities. We are get into the communities, bring community stakeholders together, try for sensitize, educate on workshops as to how for create peace in a community. The reason why I make legal body go in advance for creating the day in a community, now for let it go and stop that bad thing where they can't reach the police or na cell or prison, where at the end of the day, now they can't team up the back for talk on their behalf. If ever they're found guilty or not, it depends the matter. But at the end of the day, now they. So the guy about looking at this pressure, and during this particular time, yeah, the kind of arrest and chasing of people will be there. You see, say no, sit and look at this. It happened inside before the election. The legal body engaged on other sensitizations. It happened inside the first election. It was still too much. Now to the runoff election, the executive director, Mrs. Fatmata Clara Kantilansi, say no, we'll not sit and look this. Proactively, you go ahead for, call on all the 5-0s there, where they gather the groups there. Now be in mind for call there, because it's not easy for talk to the people that they said by then. But with the message say, if possible, you come on, you they do bad. Since now we can go, they talk for people that na court or police or wheresoever. Whosoever what they call now, they not come for local consider and see what you will do, waiting on a problem around and explain or see. Then anybody with a hole will meet on a court or whosoever, you not go deeper with you talk or they go talk for people there. So I think that scared them. Then they came up. Big conference within a Labour Congress. Who side all can fight when they can say something, they be afraid. They feel something a trap. As they can, police will come and sack there. But they were giving the assurance and confidence, nobody not get for home and I can't talk. And they came, first at the 5-0s they come. The brother, they come, the executive director with his team sit down and talk with them in a big meeting with some other key stakeholders that will be there. And from that meeting they made promise. Because they see reasons why, based on the way how they talk to them, the series is that they say express themselves. That some of them they find themselves inside this havoc based on like they be done left out, they don't marginalize them. So many don't get some advantages upon them where they not be getting nowhere for go. Some they don't go make reports on side there. You only think of their labor side there. Some people they now working place they be don't master. They don't get no side for go. Some people they sacked unlawfully. They don't get no side for go. Some people they in a community like that. Some areas that they chief there they can take their loan there. They go tell you say you come on I don't ever can I again. They drive you out of a community that you are born. This all are kind of violations against human rights where some people they kind of neglect. They push them far off. So their result was where I not get no side for go again. Now anything I do, I say I die. So now like then they get some people into those sins. So they bring out their conditions. So there was a promise made to them that when I refrain from this act, government election they on now, we don't know who that they win. But whosoever wins, the person that they put that seat in the youth ministry, we'll go talk with her, bring with her problems there today, and we'll see how they go resolve. We're not going to promise when I say entirely, but we'll see how they go address their issues there small. So there came in that was a brief background history of how this Liga Board business can. So upon that note, because of the paralegas that they all sign at the communities, and because Liga Board get community bureaus. They are in their community bureaus there. The day where they get a chief, key stakeholders, the people that don't retire from police, they don't retire from nursing or whatsoever, but are key stakeholders in community. I found in this bureau where we say, like we say first aid kit, where something happen to you, the first way they go, you address the problem. So now they address the problem there, and from there, so anybody who get problem within the community, now they can. So the paralegals are there. Okay. So the paralegals they go into this community and fend there, click where they now they hide out there, talk to them because confidence within now without talk once. So they begin to give statistics of them where they did, how the names are there, which work could they be done they do. So then I be teacher, I be a degree holder there. Now these technicians, tailors, computer, and so on. So they give all the statistics there. But mind you, some people say this name big. I made the number. Why made the number big? It's big because some of them, when you hold it back, they call the woman and pick it off or they put it there. Among the data holder collect, some of them are for go school. So when you look at them for go school, you will find that same book of them are picking there. Or some they want to go college now, whatever, they are there. So that got the name there based on the statistics that were collected. You never go collect for one man, he left. When they want to go click busy, they take the picking or they all go. If they pick it, they left, but mama and papa did it. There came in the number for this click issue.
Okay. Inside this first data we una pull, una say the one where they put on backlick business na the Western Urban and area then D where they put on. Sure. And safe 60% Spanish click member them na the cons gina driver no kada rider them.
Oh yes.
So what's methodology una use for arrive at this kind of conclusion?
The conclusion of
this statistics una put together and safe this way una say the people, young people them where they put on pan-click business na the Western Urban area then day, and about 60% of the click member them na driver and Okada rider them.
Yes, driver and Okada riders then, based on what I talk just on, when we get into the communities, which work we do? What make it go so? What make this happen? So upon response in answer to the questions, came in to know how many drivers were they among others. When because the drivers there, mind you, driver, the crimes there, Baku, na funny crimes there. No park here, they give you ticket, now go you go. And when you look at the country, really, well, how many car park space there in this country? It's not there. It's not enough. And even the one that they did, now but tomorrow they go they pay tired and this and that, they not allow you, they enter there. We don't see say but tomorrow there. In fact, at the other side, and the government for really correct. If they want to turn there for a guy, well, let them take them to city council or wheresoever, give their uniform, let them employ them, then whether they take law on their own hand. But this all gears towards the socio-economy status of the country. We are about tomorrow to say, you park here until you get money before you park. So if taxi name will park under, then they just break up. They park like that. By the time they tell you, don't see police. na gig and go so. And when most of them get to the prisons, they cannot see the face of the judge or court magistrate till after years. For yesterday, we just pull out, will take 10 years from where they no one this commodity for Kana court. Just imagine. So these are for minor crimes, and when you get there, you see them in majority, and these are most of the people that we legal body free, the Okada and the taxi drivers and microcredit. Now the kind of people that they more bokuna the places that they. When you go to the women's detention center, you can find out say the woman that they boku of them are microcredit. Microcredit in a sense, they will take her for do business. The business that you do, you see some irresponsible man there in the house and they feed the people there. And they feed the woman and the picking there. Where do clean go they go. And the woman they cater. The money go take for like they sell the business money or the profit too. All up at the picking there and chop money they spend. So at the end of the day, there is nothing to go and pay back for the microcredit. So they are brought to the police and without asking questions, Nigeria you go so. So these are all the structures for which but in advance they'll go into the communities and pin their bureaus there. So in a situation like this, when the microcredit policy come, would we get the money? They bring them together, sit on the table, they try to resolve them and see how they're going to address the issue. Then it gonna court because legal but really day in communities for CC not to all case for Kana court, not to all case for Kana police. If they are not resolved at the community level, they come to the headquarters of legal board. It must be resolved unless and until we are in somebody stands strong say well I'm not agree go before. And in that case now they look at the two. Legal board look at the two. The one that is most vulnerable, we're not going to hire a lawyer. And not going to get legal representation. The legal comes in to give representation. At the end of the day, he or she will be represented in court. So that's not the way legal board. But by and large, this is the way we got the statistics of drivers and Okada riders.
Okay, well, that's now Victor Tutu Ojas, one member from the outreach department, now the legal aid board. But they talk about the first data we them put together for young people them. We don't put on per click business that the western urban and rural area them. Outside them for not say 60% for the click member them na the country, na driver and Okada rider them. Well, now to you, Victor Janju Brown, we na the band leader for this America Gospel Band. You don't talk about this band, the kind of thing them we una get for the do and everything we una say una get for do for the launching. Now una get for launch this band Sunday.
Yep.
Waiting are some of the activities them within line towards this launching.
Well, one we get for make sure say it's a very good question because we get for make sure say we keep the band together. We don't, in fact, just today, we sort of discuss some of the things that we go make we did together because they're very, very, very important. Yeah. We also look at a program we will forget like a concert. We will forget sometime in August, in October or November. We will look at that one very, very seriously. And if we forget the concert, it means we for practice and practice very well. So that's now one thing we will keep we together. Because one thing I can always say about band business, when once you don't form them, you get for keep them going. And we also want to look at another area of course, on a Sunday to Sunday basis, we got for to do with inspiration. Then in another area, then the way for make the band, they go on. Then we also get for make sure, say, like third Sunday, we normally is the first Sunday and third Sunday the choir can do an anthem for the church. This time we will say, okay, third Sunday the gospel band go do a rendition, in place of the choir doing an anthem. So then kind of thing, I think the way we look. But we all go for sit down and discuss them so that go just start like one person they think, But we can also get people that will get bright ideas them and then we'll come up with their own suggestions them.
Okay, in life, say you get for when you think about the good, you go for always think about the bad.
Yeah.
Una get for can get this band. So in case in any point in time something happen, then this band get for stop first for doing activities them. You think say the soul aim una bring this band for una going for achieve them?
Yes, because one thing I can always say inside God in work you can sometimes you face with so many challenges because don't forget say Satan safety. he can try for infiltrate into some of them things. Then, but we, I tell you, we not go relent because the fact that we are aware of them problem, and we know say we go for fight them very hard for them. We make sure say God will go before. No one believes we will get same kind of problem in the. If at all it happens, if it not will be for too long, we will, I mean, try for rectify them and try for say okay, forge ahead. That make we find us with the pray and we try for intercede so that so that we they avert some of them problem and they we go likely face we go likely face with the band. So I make I say we easily face with that kind of problem but we they pray. We trust God to say all will be well.
Okay, well, that's now the band leader for the Sameya Gospel Band, Victor Janju Brown. We they talk about this band we then get for launch on Sunday, March 31st. Also, I say this band then get for use them for do plenty thing them. The program is still a listen to Namide show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can send a message to the number on 077981981 or you can watch me live now on Radio Democracy Facebook page. As way for push woman empowerment at the country, make one member na the Mohammed the 6th Foundation Sierra Leone chapter Nyangwa Kuruma don't call on Muslim woman them for take part by the Quranic recitation we get for take place na Freetown and the winner go represent the country by Quranic we go take place na Morocco. Nwanga Kuruma talk more to Kabia inside this interview.
This organization is founded by the King of Morocco. It comprised of over 30 countries all over Africa. This organization they aim at bringing out the scholars, Islamic scholars in Africa, bring them together, correct the misconceptions we people can get about Islam, pass on the right information about Islam.
So this Quranic reading, I get for internally first, then the person will win go na Morocco.
Yes. This Quranic competition, the person will go Morocco. There will not two people they send the best in each category. One category is the one they will really memorize the whole Quran, and the other category are the one they will memorize parts of the Quran. And we include women, we encourage women. Women are more encouraged to participate.
So I get for do I get for go na mosque to mosque them on a get way of how people go apply or buy form for loan as say them back take part.
We don't go through some different media, especially Voice of Islam, and people they not get for pay, not something free of charge. Then they apply. Now the missionary union, now then they go, the form day, people in day ready for registration, then do the registration, and how many Jews they know what, then get some questions, so then they ask them, and then register them. Then the competition they take place on Sunday. We get judges them, highly educated scholars, now then they judge the participants or the contestants them.
So whose difference this get for me?
Well, this one, a get for make, we Sierra Leone will not participate in this kind of competition as a country. Maybe we don't participate, everybody participates on EON. As a country, the people and they represent Sierra Leone in a bigger competition where they take place during 5 months in Morocco.
Say the person we get for win, where in the Guna Morocco, now that competition when they go take part and get that they will get for do.
No, the competition they go participate.
So side this get for take place, the time, the place, and the date.
Well, for the time being, with each country try to get in participants staying ready first. Then we will get the final date from the head office in Morocco.
When it get for take place?
Sunday. This coming Sunday. Well, it's about 10 a.m. when they start. Okay. Now, Sierra Leone Muslim Missionary Union, Kisi Shell, or Lori Park Bindi.
When I get other separate people, all the mocks they not include.
No, now highly educated scholars. Them 2 of them are Egyptians, so this is not going to be biased. 2 of them are Egyptians. Then know the people them, the people that know them. 1 go be Sierra Leonean because we just get for include we compete them, and then they look at the way how they pronounce the letters, the way how they pronounce the words, the intonation, the voices, everything where you be proud of for know how to read Quran.
Okay, when I talk so now they encourage more women they follow them go recite the Quran. The same thing about Quranic reading and man then can always they ahead. When I don't get book woman they will apply.
For now we not still get woman days where they make where they come out with they call on the woman them. When I not staying at the back. Please come out and prove yourselves. Women then capable for do that. So I make where they send out messages to the woman them. Please come out. You are more encouraged to apply.
That's Nanyangwa Kuruma. We dey end the interview day with Enoch Kabi outside the talk about one Quranic recitation we get for take place na Freetown, and he said the winner will represent the country pan Quranic recitation na Morocco. The program is still a listen to na midday show. As way for show transparency and accountability inside the work, Action Aid Salon all stakeholder meeting with different people from the public for show the 2019 budget and plan. Outside the monitoring and evaluation officer and Action Aid Salon, Valesa Mansari say Action Aid don't get over 10 billion loans for donor partner them for implement them program them. Valesa Mansari talk more to Usman Kamara inside this interview.
ActionAid do open information presentation where we call stakeholder them for can present to them waiting our plan and waiting our budget for 2019. You know, say as INGO and civil society, we waiting at this part of the development where we can always try for ask government and other stakeholder them for be accountable. So we see and say before we ask person for be accountable, we self get for be accountable. So now then they make we call stakeholder then this morning for can explain to the waiting that we plan and we budget for 2019.
Okay, you talk about plans, you know, look at first the plan them. Witness some of the plan them we wanna get for this 2019.
Well, for the next 5 years, ActionAid gets three priority areas then. Where the first one are violence against women and girls and unpaid care work. The second one we look at public financial accountability. And then the third one we look at emergency response, women-led emergency response.
Okay, them different in there we don't talk about. So which specific area or district them this plan they target?
We target 8 districts there nationwide. We work na the western area first of all, and then Bombali, Bo, Kono, Kambia, Tsonkolili, Moyamba. Okay. And then by default we work na Karine district also.
Okay, let's look at the budget now. With now the total money we wanna get for use for this 2019.
Well, for this year, for sponsorship income, we get 10,612,664,232 loans.
Okay, now civil society, NGO them don't question government and other institutions there, but for the gear account, for the couple the way they use. Now, as soon as don't be the first NGO for come out for tell the public the budget, the money I receive from donor them. What in this mean or what do I expect from other NGO and civil society then?
What do we expect now that other NGO and civil society then for copy the same? I know say other one then they do one, but we expect more NGOs then for copy this accountability style and they do and we expect even as we don't call stakeholders then government representative then they make them come back and ask ActionAid now this one be say una go do how far una don't go in spending the budget one have been presented to us. So we really need them feedback because accountability go only get in essence where we monitor the process and see say waiting action it can present in the year 2019 we implement all.
Okay, so almost here this budget get for take up plans.
This budget now for just 2019.
So the difference in the way you don't highlight now in this case any plans there for Manden or not for Umanden strictly on the target?
ActionAid we prioritize Umanden, but we know say where we support Umanden, we don't support Manden indirectly. We get Boku intervention then we emergency response the target Manden as well, even though we promote them for be women-led and all the other interventions the way we get, even though we prioritize woman and picking them, girl picking them especially, but it trickle down, the effect they trickle down to Manden as well.
Okay, so when this project then they start?
This they span from January to December 2019.
And I don't start for implement some of them?
Yes, we don't start for implement some of them. Like this program, so we do today, we don't do one at all, we district them.
Okay, so at the end of the day, we want to implement most of the projects. What do I expect from the people and we get for benefit from the different projects?
We expect say the people themselves go help with and go own the development process the way they bring in their communities. They not go left sit down say we they look up to NGOs or we they look up to governments no more, but then say for help the process. And then anybody where they go do work in their community, make them know say their responsibility for monitor say the people then do the work fine.
Well, that's now the monitoring and evaluation officer and ActionAid Salon, Valesa Mansari, be the interview with Usman Kamara. Also, I be talk about the 2019 budget and plan we ActionAid they do. The program is still a listen to na midday show. Well, I go read the message that we don't carry inside the program. This first message say, kudos Mr. Brown. I believed through you the band will be one of the best when it comes to gospel music. It comes from Balegu Cole Jr. And this other message we don't carry inside for Legal Aid Board say, young people stay focused and ensure they live up to expectation. This kind of report is not good for young people. It comes from Mystic Nadwazak. Well, now to you, Mr. Janju Brown, you don't read that message or the text I don't send, who say it talk but say then believe through you the band will be one of the best where it can to gospel music. How to this be? From the kind thing we una dey hope for do?
Well, I'm not left for talk much about myself, but I think me a success story when it comes to leadership style, when it comes inside music. I think I'll just leave them at that point.
Okay, so now una get for launch this band. Una get any plan like for take this to the next level going forward?
Yes, we plan for take them going forward, but as at now, so we're in the embryonic stage. So we get for make sure so we consolidate well, very well. Then we perhaps begin look now see how we able for try to get some of all our West African Methodist Church them for come on board, for do the same thing, so that we go able for make people them they feel this the spirit when they go church. They make sure see they not go to church with their load and come back with the same load. Therefore, make sure say by the time they left church, therefore don't be new somebody. Now that's not worship. That I may believe in worship. Now I make you find out say we need the extra flavor away for make and people their life change, people their life transform. Otherwise, we could just say the same way. Sometimes you go church the way we go, like you say, in fact you don't even go worse than how you come safe at the church. So we want to make sure so people in life transform. Then make we find out so we get kind of instruments and also for make changes make like people in life.
Okay, so this will just basically take the theme with the West African Methodist Church. They use 13 people changing lives.
And changing lives, good.
Well, now to you, Mr. Rogers. The message we can for you say young people stay focused and ensure they live up to expectation. This kind of report is not good for young people. So what do you go like for say on this message?
Go start me answer to that. First I'll tell the thank you. This is not give and take program. They say they give and take, yeah. But let's start with to say my namesake or to interest you in the studio now Victor. We end with we say transformation. Lives must be transformed. The message we text message they directly give a warning like in the form of transformation that this particular result or number is not good for young people, meaning they try for in summary say that kind of number will find themselves into violence, into lawlessness. Now a very big number where they not foresee themselves into that kind of life, because the future of the country lies in the lives of youths, young people coming up. We copy from those, like of mentor. We copy from the one that we did before we now, so that in their footstep when they are off, you replace them. And if the human resource for which any country in the world depend on for let it see a country they develop, if that human resource, the power is not there, that country is doomed. Because when you look at the street right now, the amount of young people that all go astray, or let's think of the statistics taken. When you look at the one that all go astray, among them, sometimes president hide inside himself for this country. We don't know how many ministers are in there. We don't know how many key stake women they would go grab. Sometimes they say women that they 30%. Where they're able to take this country 4 to 50%. You never know say that they inside under. So the lives there are virtually towards the edge of wasting. At the end of the day, the human resource will be down at the country. So they make that as they talk say, they say it's not good at all. What did they make the country to go down? And why make legal body go in advance? So Now that, when you look at the young people, when you look at that number, you look at the way legal body go inside, forget other people there and put them and turn there somebody in kind of reformation. Now the reason being that when you leave them out and forget about them, let them left. If they're the business, they are let them better, they are let not better. What you say if they want let them not better? What they're not better, now the country not the better. Because when you think of their number, and each time where government make a huge sum for create a kind of infrastructure, a pinam, it put all where it feel for put and then when a gadget there we go make the country go before within 1 second. When you get these lawless people get in there, then they put the whole thing down into a zero form. So the money where you don't waste, where you afraid for go waste by for let you reform there. Then you go put structure. The same way turn around to come and destroy that structure. Then that means now like nothing you not do it. So legal about 30 feet for let it create a kind of revenue for the government for go into developmental project that is a reversal, a kind of retrogression for let the country go behind for kind reinstall damages. So what they do, when you bring these people on board, you encourage them, you change their lives, they add to development, then they begin to regret some of the people they found out they catch, this and that. Then what you find out if anyone better. If they just see inside community, just they do good like say Chris. Some people don't know. But at the back of your mind, you know say when he be the cow, they don't do some destruction. When for it, they pay back between he and God, let it repay back what he do. And why is it they do to the people that he's adding to development. And the development will not struggle for long, now it add to. So even okay, they talk legal body look at in a way we are in government, like outside government go encourage more private sectors come into society, lower the tax where some people are afraid say the tax high. When government lower the tax because it can that revenue government have open for let it rule the country. But again, if you lower and small, it encourage more investors to come in for let them create job. If they get these people into job, right? Then the find out say though there are low rates they're going to pay to government, the government cannot do it also. It not go get much again for pay for employment, neither it get much for go pay for damages. People will be in employment and they will now add to development than destructiveness. So now that kind of frame that they will look at for let's see in a situation we say salon go so one day. And we they hope say in soonest for let it happen so. And when you get more people into job, at our base go empty, Yamba put the empty, other places they empty, you not get much people that they again. By the time they come out work they can, they don't tire. You don't can't go for go do bad. But if they not get with for go work, exercise themselves because they are of talent, that talent they waste, they go waste and outside the park and plan bad instead of good. So this is not the kind of thing that the way legal body work on. For say government let it reduce the destruction of government funds and create other avenues where government they generate funds and add more to society for development.
Okay, with all of the statistics we una don give and save the clique, the gangsterism and all we don dey ambogging young people in the country, you don't talk about one ways how government for help reduce the thing in day. Waiting at some of the other recommendations the una make while una present down that to the ministry.
Luckily, the current minister of youth, they don't find himself the country there one day when he himself be the cow. He knows and feels the pains of these people. You know why make the dynasty? And one thing I agree with was that the data where legal border don't make a research on is true. True in a sense, from the time he said take the ministry. It can go to the field, no matter if you dress campus now, you know no sense in a minister. It can go sit down among them, they all sit down, they share, it gets from them, from interviews. By the time they know say now the minister, they don't know all what they feel. And they don't make some programs for young people, for which they said they'll take their own statistics whether they pass from. And for the statistics, they came to realize that even the one legal board has made a research on, they are in line. So in working on these things, they just feel say they will do it in collaboration. So the youth minister, with recommendations from the executive director on behalf of legal board, gearing towards development, for say, well, we not face that say, yeah, Papa will not take them now and put their side job. No, because they need screening. So we don't go to we don't do the data. I mean, a driver, yes, we take her because we want the cool situation. You either go in a bad camp, anything they talk, they just take them. Wait, they left for. So just take the data, how they face her. So if you even see go to that number, they might say, look me other woman, look me other picking. Now it's order. They say, yes, you said 14 in name, then you put her. But now we've got it. And we've got them. And very soon, as I talk to you, the guy bought the call the 5 votes there again, because we don't begin to hear about this FBC area, they don't begin to unbug them. Then they call them back for they call them for they can let us see again, with how this you don't talk. And we'll get the 5 votes there, we'll get them involved in some activities. We're going to make now, Ingo they talk to them now say, no, can't give me bad name more. Right now, you know, the team begin to change. So that kind of thing, and we'll do it in collaboration with the youth ministry. So in handing over this document to the youth ministry, give them promises that they just say, can't take motorcar today, because the minister gets some motorcar, they want to give some drivers there. And then can say today, the car wash centers that they want to create, can they did it? No. You be tell with the say in a driver. Now, if they come under some counseling, kind of psychosocial counseling, talk with you, put you down, tell you how life look like, and how you for be in society, and how you for make the society accept you. And when you conform with what you order, tell you, then they go pin the motor car now. You say, "Na driver, look at push her." If you not drive there, they will go fair way say, "Well, this elect driving, but not for land." Then I another method that one day. But if you drive well, then you'll be encouraged and be monitored, because the youth ministry get for monitor whatsoever that they give out to youth very strictly, for let us see those that are responsible, then you live with it. Those that are not responsible, they will find a way to quell you again in another way around. So now this kind of way, what would they try to get them into the society through the youth ministry, not by that kind of force or whatsoever, but go through an exercise to make you fit for the program.
Okay, well, that's now Victor Tutu Rojas, where they are today. We come from the Legal Aid Board and the Outreach Department, where they talk about the data with them police being about young people them. Well, Mr. Brown, another message we don't come for you say congratulations to the Sameya family for this great endeavor. They come from Victor Ojukutu Macaulay. Well, with all of the message that we don't come for you, and Sunday we're gonna get for launch this ban. We don't hear from Mr. Tutu just where they talk about the young people them. So like for transformer into the church, I wanna get for use this ban now for touch people changing lives.
Well, the ban non form already. Perhaps which is something we get for do, because I remember the last.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Brown said go.
Yeah. So the one way things we may feel say we came for do because I remember we discussed it at the last assembly, the last connectional assembly where we get, and we make sure say we decide say we for begin get an outreach. So go meet people them and try for me they know say for the come church and try for see using for understand that the reason why. That can be one way. That can be one way. Like, can we bother ourselves just talk, Victor? And the problem is so huge especially for the youth. Then we now I think we have to try as as a church for begin meet them, go to some places they make they know them problems them, because the problems plenty.
I wish you would collaborate with leader.
Well, we can work on that really. We can work on that. So I think one way that for let we do now just try for begin meet them, point to points, and try for get them for come on board. But it's not easy, especially when you go meet somebody where they on empty stomach. All empty. You got to take that into consideration. I know say the church every year can collect used clothes and then have 15 them where they can give some people them out there. But like me brother Victor don't make some of them points there, and I think in one way or another way until we say we begin consider for them we begin meet the young, especially the young one, the way they get problem, and because the leaders not then go for take over the country in time to come. So we don't want to see a situation where at the end of the day we can't get a country where all manner we consider it for big ragtag, all in kind of thing. We don't want that kind of situation. So we go for try really big one, and now we don't do. We got for try so that things will work for Salone, and let Salone go be a better place for everybody for live.
Okay, as we wrap up the program, no better time again. We for launch this ban on Sunday.
Yep.
So like for Samaritans, right? That's what I call us.
Yep.
We don't go or for convince people and for go and witness this day. We go make something get urge for the Go Samaria all team. You go on for say what you want for tell Fambulem we go on for partake by this.
Me go on for continue for invite people and for come on Sunday, because you know go find even me brother if I invite them for come Samaria by the church really by Waterloo Street, Shaka Street. You know that it go be
far from there.
Good. I hope for you and I believe say you will come. So I just want for take this opportunity for invite people in for come on Sunday at 9:30. You can see where life, and I want for to just believe say where you come, whatever problem you go with. By the time where the service is done, you will see that problem you go done for you. One thing I can always say is faith. Just get the faith, so you come and for come, left your problem to God. God will take control of that. That then they get for happen. You will see where life will change, because the way the pattern of worship that they go be different. And when I just the pray say everybody where you read this could get the opportunity for go. And for, because if you not go, well, it left to you. It's like you deny God. So now make I say, if I follow you go, let you go see the kind of transformation we go take place. And you are the talk to, you were listen to me. You see that one person where your life could transform. So I just want to pray that everybody will do it on Sunday and make the day a fine day for everybody in Jesus' mighty name.
So if you want one for be part of this band, what's the criteria?
Now band we not get they encourage everybody. Now that's we did for. We they encourage because the band not for we. Now for everybody. As long as you show interest, you can come. If an instrument if you want learn, we will learn you how to play. And if not for sing self, we will teach you how to sing and all that thing. Most of the people that way they sing now and play instrument. Like me, no one they play bass guitar. For example, let me take myself for example. Me instrument the way they play, I then trumpet, bass, saxophone, I didn't say they play. But I get the opportunity now for learn bass guitar and I learn so fast. Now they play bass guitar now. So you go find out now go similar to the way they play bass guitar. Then one day we not be want to know me for bass guitar. Then we go similar bass guitar and I will give them the correct sound. We go make themselves then go dance stage and now for left the church again.
Well, now to you, Mr. Tutu, just as we're about to wrap up the program. Going forward, waiting at the next step of the legal aid board for address the issues of young people in Salone.
Yeah, before going to the next step of the people in Sierra Leone, I left my informed brother say, is he not a musician or a drummer, a percussionist?
Well, go be part of the band, you help.
So I play from the gospel and the part of it. Yeah, so we'll talk down there behind the bridge.
Yes.
But really in transforming the lives of young people, for which legal aid board na aim that one day, because legal aid board not the look for now, it look before beyond waiting some people that they see, because some people that they even misinterpret the legal aid board. Why made the legal aid board na law business? They in the all kind of business. It is all kind of business because for all thing about life of man ends with law. There's nothing you could jump off law. So many anything they do between you and anybody, quickly don't talk say, well I'll go see the law. Big guy boy, they collaborate with the Minister of Lands for their land dispute there, with people that they see advantage in our communities there before they go and say, mind you, legal about a factory for lawyers. And these lawyers are they pay none for legal team up for you. So we say me lawyer will not they pay for you, then meaning in any way they do. You got to be careful and cautious of what you do because you are guided by the law. So, legal board they help for transform and structure the lives of each and every one. Let me they not limit nobody. Let me say I leave no one behind. Access to the law. You get the provisions wherein you are surrounded with by legal education, legal assistance, and legal representation for every community. It leaves no one behind. So because it leaves no one behind. Now make it go in advance. One of the things the country lack of na civic education, for which people are not educated about issues, and because they are not educated about issues, they quickly fall short. By the time the member say, "Why you do this?" they are not be no. And innocence of the law is no excuse. Now lie, me I can always talk. There is an excuse because I'm not taught. Because if you teach me, they are good one. It's deliberate. They deal with me. But you say not peace here, you know right, they not peace here. Press. They see the corner, watch out, not see nobody. At the left hand day. But why is that the left hand? They can hold me say, why the peace now? He goes, I will say, hey, I not be no saying I mean you say enough of it. Then are just simple illustration for show say law a nice for teach. And it's not only law. If only this country, each and every, because all the ministries, legal board, they surround it because they all work around law. So if all ministries, they really take civic education, make a part of their activities in their implementations. Foresee that. But when you get the media houses the money, and they all get projected for media. But if they do them for media, they see say the activities there. If not one test per week, come on the air, you explain about our activities there, how una they people they go know. So they not go follow it, they say I not be know. So would they really encourage? Why would they go on with workshops and sensitizations for transform the people there in our teachings? Would they expect say in other sectors, they say for they do likewise, so that if we all meet up, we go reach the goal of development.
Okay, well, plenty thank you to you who join inside program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, with me today in the studio, we get Victor Tutu Rogers, we now one member from the outreach department, now the legal aid board. We therefore can talk about enforced data reports with them pool, but young people them na the country. Also, they say 60% of the click members them na Okada rider and keke drivers them. And drivers, taxi drivers them, and then a click member. We don't talk about the methodology where they use for gather all our statistics day. And Sefa begets the band leader for the Samaria Gospel Band, Victor Janju Brown. We be there today for can talk about the band we then get for lunch on Sunday, March 31st, na the Samaria Church. 9:30, usai then for unveil this band. Plenty thank you to the two Victors them we join the program today.
That's the right conclusion.
Well, I had the program in the show left for today. Plenty thank you to my producer Alex Lawrence Koroma and my executive producer Michael Sambola, and to the technical team Moses Kevura, Jonah Gaya, Indolo, and Seth Prince Wilson. We don't give me technical support. Me will bring this edition come to you for the program in the show. Me on him na Princess Pias. They say tata.